after the horrific season that the USC Trojans had and Titus Baduki absolutely had a monster one, you can see we almost probably had the worst QB throwing it in triple coverage like this. But I mean, we had some good things, stiff arming defenders and going all the way up that field with bad intentions. Also starting off with an 0-5 record, I still chose that I wanted to come back. With the schedule that we had, I felt like coming back would be the easiest thing and we can absolutely go win the national championship. So let's get into it. On to our first game of the season against Georgia Southern. Oh man, I catch it and absolutely spin move, get back up that field, and man, that's how you start the game off. And on 1st and 10, I ran a mini post, and which one would you throw it to? If it was me, I would throw it to me. But guess what the QB did? He goes and throws an interception to the other team. What a terrible quarterback. I'm not gonna lie. I went to go make the tackle, but come on, man, boom! You have to do better. That's absolutely a great boom from Titus Baduki right there, catching that ball. And yeah, he's an aggressive type of tight end. It's 4th and 14. I told him who to throw that ball up to. You know I'm gonna go get that ball. But on 2nd and 10, I could, and I would split the middle and take that thing to the crib and do my little dance, because I'm not here to play with anyone. But absolutely running a cross route, I said bye-bye. And right at that moment, you should have known I was going. I hit it up that sideline, and I could, and I would take that thing all the way to distance. But on 1st and 10, I go, woo, boy, I about got loose again. But running it straight up the seams, I knew it was a cover 3, so that thing was going to be wide open. I said, Heisman, yeah, Heisman. I run it freshman year, and I'm going to win that thing again. On 1st and 10, I run it all the way. Oh, man, I'm showboating out here. I'm having fun, baby. We're going to win 45-30, and I get player of the game with 5 total TDs. On to our next game against Ole Miss. Man, I ran this little cross route, got up that field, and then it's not what I wanted, but it was a pretty big game to start the game off. And on 1st and 10, man, he threw that ball to literally no man's land and threw an interception, and guess what? They are going to call this flag on me, but they already intercepted the ball. It's illegal block in the back, but you shouldn't have thrown it. But on 1st and 10, JUCO, man, I could get up that field early on, and on 1st and 10, I seen that DB was baiting, so I said, I'm going to take you inside. But absolutely going with this out route, why are you throwing me the ball? Yeah, I may call for it, but if it's not open, don't throw it. Common sense there, QB. But absolutely on 1st and 10, I took it to the crib and said, I'm him. But on 2nd and goal, I said, throw it. Caught that ball in the back of the end zone. Yeah, you see what happens when I tell you to throw it sometimes. But absolutely hit that sideline and going for a little bit more. Yeah, it was a flag on the play, but it was a 1st down. Absolutely another 1st down. But on 4th and 10, I went, and oh man, I was on that one. I thought it was a TD, but man, look at this. I was... Yeah, man, it's getting tough out here with a QB like this, man. He throws another interception, but we get it back. But guess what? Sadly, but happily, we win that ball game somehow, some way, and I get player of the game with 3 total TDs. On to our next game against Purdue. I know you're wondering, how are y'all 2-0? I don't know either with the QB throwing the ball like that and set me up and get me hit. It's going to be a problem before this season's over with. We're going to go to that locker room, and we're going to handle this like a real man. Absolutely. You're going to have to field Titus Baduki, and I'm telling you, it's not going to end well, son. But on 2nd and 17, he get it to me, and on this corner route, I could, and I would been that corner, but I get knocked out of bounds. But on 1st and 10, I get the TD early on in the game. But on 1st and 10, bam, I clean his clock and told him, you will not mess with Titus Baduki. You are going to be in some trouble, buddy. But on 2nd and 11, I ran this little kind of streak out. That's what you call that there. But guess what? I ran this streak and just absolutely mossed him. But on 1st and 10, we were down by 7 points, and it was time to get to the end zone, and man, I about got to it. But on 1st and goal, I absolutely will catch it. It's 28-49, so it's kind of at this point, it don't even matter. So I go in and score, but we're going to lose 59-35. Going into our next game against Illinois on 1st and 10, I absolutely caught it, bent that corner, and got up that field early on, and I was not here to play with these boys after losing last week. It's time to take over. Oh man, cut up the field. I was gonna keep left. I didn't even know I had a TD right there. But on 2nd and 10, I bend that corner again, and with the looser speed that I have, I will take it all the way for a 6. And I said, hey man, throw me the ball and watch what happened. He throws me that ball, and man, I will just absolutely outrun the whole team and take that thing all the way to the crib. I'm showboating on these boys. I'm marching down to that goal line. I absolutely had an out route, and man, my teammate ran a slant. We just messed him up with that combo, but I hurdle up, fumbled the ball, man, and that was my my first turnover of the game. I can't be making turnovers like that when I have a quarterback that absolutely throws interceptions. So I said, I'm hawking down. I'm going to go get him. I'm going to go get him. Absolutely went to go get him and hawk that boy all the way down. But running the out route, I said, I'm going to make y'all pay on 3rd and 9. I'm going to take it all to Bam. I wanted you, buddy, and I went to go get ya. Yeah. But with it being 56-30, man, I ran another out route. Spin move, oh man, and I'm just hurdling up and just getting yards and say, what, boy? I will stick you, boy. Yeah, in your jaw. Absolutely stick you in your jaw, straight up. But we're going to win 63-37, and I get player of the game with 5 total TDs. Going into our next game against Nebraska on 3rd and 23. I said, throw me that ball, and guess what? You was going to feel me. Yeah, I know it hurt. It hurts, I know. But going into the next play on 2nd and 10, I absolutely caught that ball for the first down, and yeah, that was my sound effect. I broke his ankles and didn't get the ball thrown to me. But on 1st and 10, I couldn't. I would you go, man, break tackles, and I was getting up that field with bad intentions. But on 1st and 10, running an out route, it was at this moment that he knew when I waved that it was over with for him. I took it to the crib. And on 4th and 3, I absolutely ran a mini post and got in that end zone 4-6. Absolutely on 1st and 10. Oh, man, that boy is gone. There's no catching him. He could and he would take it all the way to distance, and he wanted to run somebody over. I'm just letting you know from my standpoint, he wanted to run through someone. Absolutely taking it all the way to the crib again and setting that ball down and saying, hey, man, y'all are not on my level. I go ahead and score again. It's 55-9. We're going to run that score up, man. As we do so, 62-16. With all the winning we've been doing, I'm not going to lie, last year we didn't even have a record to even get to a bowl game. So we are now ranked nationally, absolutely ranked 24. Bam, get out of the club, son. Yeah, get on that ground and you get down to it. I was coming back for some more. You're lucky the play stopped. Yeah, because we scored dunked on him. Oh my. Yes, sir. I absolutely put it on his head top. But we will go down and score. And on 4th and 7, I will catch that ball. Yes, sir. I always convert on them 4th downs. And I'm wide open. Bam, you should have thrown me the ball. But it's okay. On 2nd and 12, we're going to keep marching down that field. And I'm just going to outrun these boys. Bam, run through them. Yeah, you felt me. I want you to say, for every time. Absolutely. I want to hurt you out there. But on 2nd and 11, I could take that thing and do the gritty on them boys. But on 1st and 10, I run a streak route right up the middle of that field, and man, their defense looks terrible. We will go ahead and score. It's now 41-24, and I said, throw me that ball. Tony Toe Tapper, blue cup. Yes, sir, touchdown. But on 1st and goal, we go in with another one, going to win 62-24, and I get player of the game with 6 total TDs. Going into our next game against Michigan State, as you can see, I absolutely ran a cross route, and the linebackers never stick it. Every single time I can run this route, look at it, man, we're going to eat their middle up all night if they don't guard it. But on 3rd and 5, I ran an out route, and man, that was the easiest touchdown that could have been. I mean, hey, that was so quick. That happened quick. Absolutely dunked on him and get up that field with bam, bad intentions. I was not here to play with anyone. But on 1st and 10, I was blocking him up. Still made him, man. He didn't go anywhere. Absolutely getting my teammate up the field. I threw that ball on the ground, boy. You soft. Absolutely soft. Absolutely getting the back of the end zone. I catch another one, and on 2nd and 4, I motion out and said, oh yeah, let me hit him inside with him. Little shimmer shaking. Absolutely hurdle up for a 6. Catch that ball again and take it in for another one and put these boys to sleep. It's 42-3. Imagine this is how we used to get whooped. But guess what? We're doing the whooping now as I take it for another one, and I'm just showboating on these boys, man. It's 49-10. I catch another one. Oh, I bend that corner, and boy, you got lucky. I couldn't go, man. Broke his ankles, absolutely. Go in with another TD, and man, I'm just him. We're going to win. Well, will we fail you or will we not? We are going against an undefeated team, and it's the #1 Michigan. Are we going to knock them off? Yes, Titus Baduki is going to do all he can to get these boys out of the club. But on 1st and 10, I absolutely ran a mini post and took that thing to the crib, and I'm showboating on these dudes, man. It's 14-7, and I'm absolutely embarrassing these dudes out here. We're going to score again. It's 21-7 on 1st and go. Bam! Yeah, embarrassing, son. I'm going to run you over and absolutely end your career on this football field. Hurdling over you. Oh, man, that right there could take your draft stock to a whole never level. And that level is you never, ever getting a chance of getting drafted, son. But on 2nd and 10, bam! Yes, sir. Yeah, I tried to run through him. I ain't run through him. I just broke the tackle. That's on me. That wasn't a boom. I'm sorry, fellas. Absolutely. Going on to the next play. On 2nd and 1, I will catch it and go in with another TD. And is that 70? 70-30? 35. Oh man, spin move, and he could with the speed that he has go all the way 4-6. And man, we going to win 77-35. That was embarrassing. Absolutely get player of the game with 7 total TDs. Went into our next game, bam, against Notre Dame, son. Just get out of the cup. Absolutely. Get on the ground. I mean, it's just facts. If you want to be a tight end, you got to know how to block and absolutely catch it out of that backfield like this. And absolutely, bam, I'm trying to run through something every time I touch that rock. Absolutely running a corner route. Oh man, I could toe tap it too as well. I could get athletic. I could be a power back, and man, I just missed that ball. Man, that was on me. On second and goal, I ran a little triangle route. That's what I call that little running back, halfback, whatever you call it, but I don't even care because I'm gone out of that backfield. And guess what, fellas? It's 35-10 now, and I will catch it again. And man, just been in the corner and absolutely taking it all the way for 6, showboating. Bam! Oh yeah, bam! Absolutely helping my quarterback. Man, get up the field, boy. What are you doing? You gotta hit it if you're gonna hit it, baby. But we going to score again, and we win the battle for the jeweled and absolutely get player of the game with 4 total TDs. Going into our next game against Iowa. Oh man, look at Titus Baduki splitting the safeties early on in the game, taking it to the crib, but my right guard had a legal man downfield. What are you doing? But bam, get on the ground, throwing this Dlineman on the ground, man, that's embarrassing. You just let a tight end own you. Absolutely, I own you, buddy. But on 2nd and 17, I could and I would. Oh man, I had open field. Why would I hurdle up right there? I could have just took it for 6, but oh man, here we go. We got the quarterback throwing interceptions, and I'm not playing my best. But on 2nd and 15, I said, no, that's not gonna happen. I absolutely split the safeties, and oh, I'm looking for somebody. I'm gonna go get, bam, absolutely hurt his head. Yeah, boy, and I'm levitating out there. What's going on? College football 25, what was that? But on 3rd and 11, I could and I would take it for another one. But on 3rd and 10, I ran a post-breaking tackles. Oh, he got in that corner, and he could and he would. Oh, he get hauled because that boy was tied. But on 2nd and 10, oh, I'm splitting him again, and he could. I was just finding creases all night, tearing him up. Absolutely. We're going to win 49-17, and I get player of the game with 3 total TDs. Going into our next game was a big game for us, and we was going against those Oregon Ducks, and absolutely, I was wide open, and he tried to get it to me, but he just couldn't. We were already down 16-0, but man, I'm just out there in no man's land, bamming people because I'm not getting the ball, and he's lucky because I was going to put him back to that ground. But on 2nd and 10, I finally get the little first down and absolutely run an out route, and I been that corner, but man, that's a first down, ref. I don't know how that's 2nd and 1, but I absolutely score and put the crown on my head because I'm the king. Absolutely. I was wide open for that one, QB, but no, you throw the interception and he's waving us goodbye. We're at their house, buddy. Don't you understand that, correct? But on 2nd and 10, I absolutely bend the corner and get the first down, and that's about it. Bam, get on the ground. Absolutely trying to hurt him out there. But on 4th and 19, I ran a corner route, and I could and I would bend that corner. We're down 23-7, and we need something, and we will go in and score. And on 2nd and goal, I go get another one. I'm trying to help my team out as much as I can. But on 2nd and 10, oh, that boy could, and he would. Titus Baduki, bam, running him over, and absolutely 28-31. What are we gonna do? Titus Baduki with 1 minute on that clock will take it all the way for 6, but we going to lose the game by 3 points. And taking that loss last week, that hurt us a lot. I'm not gonna lie. So going into this next game against UCLA, we're gonna absolutely try to blow them out and give it all we got. Absolutely catching that ball, but not getting the first down on 2nd and 2. I said throw that ball up and I'm gonna get it. Yes, sir. We could just driving down the field early on, and on 1st and 10, he don't throw it my way for some odd reason. Every time I'm wide open, he just doesn't seem to throw it. I don't know what kind of beef. I guess it's because I pressed him in the locker room and told him, if you throw another interception, that this is going to be over. But I run out of bounds trying to showboat. And I mean, hey, man, I go in and score the next way, but coach told me you do that again, you will be on that bench. And I said, coach, well, I'm the player. Absolutely. I'm the program. What do you mean? I'm your program, coach. If I leave, USC Trojans would be nothing. Absolutely nothing. But on 1st and 10, I absolutely ran an out route, but hell yeah, I thought it was going to me, but it went to my teammate. But on 1st and 10, it's 26-36, and oh man, we got one man. I tried to run through him, but he got me low. You got me there, buddy. But absolutely making nothing out of something. Scoring again, dropping the mic is 43-26, and why would you throw that, man? I don't even think I called for that. Yeah, that's just nonsense. But my teammate go and hawk him down. But on 1st and 10, I ran an out route, and yes, sir, that's another TD for Titus Baduki. We going to win 56-46. I get player of the game with 4 total TDs. And guess what, fellas? We are going to the Big Ten championship against Penn State. State. But man, going into the Big Ten State Championship game, this was going to be the first for Titus Baduki, because last year we were absolutely trash. We didn't even get a bowl game. So this right here is a big game for Titus and the USC Trojans. On 1st and 10, he started it off intense, man, by getting a big gain. And on 3rd and 10, he ran the same route and told the QB to throw it up. He absolutely came back to the ball, and yeah, we are driving on these boys. And on 1st and goal, we're finding every piece that they are weak in, and we're going to take advantage of it. But that's on me. I absolutely tried to take the glory away from my teammate right there, but we will absolutely go down and score again. Absolutely on 1st and 10, I told him to throw that ball up, and I went up and absolutely got bimmed, and they intercepted it. I mean, that was on 2 people, QB. If I call for it and you see 2 people, don't throw it. And I'm not going to lie, I think things are starting to go downhill, but on 1st and 10, somehow, some way, it's 24-14 now, and I absolutely wanted to run him over. Yeah, absolutely in a state championship game. That's how I'm feeling. But on 2nd and 10, I hit that outside, and man, he could and step out of bounds. This is the 2nd time I showboated and stepped out of bounds, but coach didn't take me out. So, hey, man, I guess I'm in the clear. But, man, blocking in the back while my teammate was gone. It's 28-38. We really needed this. That was on me, Titus Baduki. But guess what, fellas? I'm going to absolutely try my best to help the team out again. But, bam, absolutely clearing the lane for the QB. I don't think it's going to be enough, but absolutely 35-52. I told him to throw it up, and Titus Baduki goes up and gets the ball. Oh, man, that there was beautiful. Dunked on that boy, put it on his head top. But we going to lose. Absolutely lose. I get player of the year. Absolutely get Heisman. And then I absolutely went on to get the best tight end ever. I said, I'll take the award, the best tight end ever. But the biggest decision of my life was here. I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing it no more. I can't do it with the USC Trojans no more. So with that being said, I have entered the transfer portal, and I'm going to go somewhere that I can win a national championship. And I could tell you 2 options that I'm going to go to. It's either going to be Oregon or Kansas State. Drop down in the comments below.